Welcome back to our channel, guys. Yes, and today I'm going to show you exactly how our pen fattening project we are running in Gutu, yes, rural Gutu in Zimbabwe, is making over 10,000 US dollars every single month. Yes, so the best part about this project is we're running this project from the Diaspora, and it's been a really interesting and fulfilling journey. Hatichakwanini
tinobatirana kune imwe nhambo
vakomana vari kumixa feed yavo apa. So in this video, I will take you step by step through the process from buying the cattle to setting them up rather in the feedlot, and the key decisions that have to be made. These are the decisions that will make a difference between making a profit and making a loss. There is a very thin line, guys, between making money and not making money in this business, and there are some things that might appear as if they're not important, but they're important. So I'm going to use our case as a case study, so we can learn and people can ask questions and see how we are making the 10,000 US dollars that I mentioned. So I'm going to talk to you guys about our own personal experience, yes, and how we've done it, or how we do it. I'm going to start with when the cattle arrived.
Idzo mombe zedu idzo mombe idzo zakwana 8 mombe dzako idzo.
We bought a few cattle from Chivu, and we did buy some from Zaka there, where God comes from. And yes, and that is where we started. That is where everything begins, the buying process. So yeah, we bought some nice crosses and a few Mashona ones. So I'll take you through that, and then we can further explain how we bought them, the importance of the breeds that we bought, and whether they work in a feedlot or they don't. And we are also going to be seeing in the videos as well whether they are making any changes as we feed them. Now, guys, I need you to pay very close attention, because the most important thing, or I should say one of the biggest secrets of making money in cattle fattening is what I call buying right. Buying right is very important. You've got to buy the right cattle. You've got to buy the right cattle. If you don't buy the right cattle, then you're wasting your time. We've got different breeds in Zimbabwe. We've got our Mashona breeds, which is excellent cattle, but I need to explain this, guys. It's not every steer that is created equal. You might find Mashonas cheaper, there are some even cheaper breeds, but yes, they're all right in terms of price, like I said, but the truth is they don't put on weight as quickly as the other cross breeds, like your Brahman, your Tuli crosses, your Beef Master crosses, etc. Like I explained from the beginning, this is where you either make it or break it. You've got to make sure that you buy right, and you've got to learn the art of negotiating. You've got to negotiate for the best price. One thing that I do on my side is we buy our cattle whilst they're still young, and we keep them. We buy them at a very fair price. We keep them, and we let them graze for quite a bit for them to get to the right weight before we put them in a feedlot. So we are buying them at a good price, at a low price, these nice exotic breeds that I mentioned, and it gives us an advantage when we start feeding them, because remember, we've bought them at a lower price. For example, I don't buy steers that are more than $350. I try to spend a maximum of $350 and going down. If I'm buying a steer for $450, then it means it's a special one. So it's important for you to buy right. It's important for you to really buy right if you want to make it in this game. Yes, so if you buy right, it's you've done half of the job. Half of the job is already done. So learn to negotiate, and also remember fair negotiating, and also buy the right genetics. Like I said, our Mashona ones are good cattle, but they just don't grow. They don't have anywhere to put meat. They are very slow growers, but yet they eat a lot sometimes. Yeah. So I try and avoid buying them unless they're coming in at an excellent price. If someone offers me a Mashona cattle at an excellent price, maybe $200, I'll go for it. Yes. But I try not to buy those because they just don't perform. That's a fact. Yeah, so the next important thing that I want to discuss in this video, guys, is the health management. She's like my 50 meals food. This is absolutely a non-negotiable. You've bought your cattle, you brought them in, but they're coming in from a different place. You don't know what was happening there. You don't know the kind of diseases that were in those places. So you want to make sure that when you induct them now into the lot, they are free of parasites, your internal and external parasites. So as soon as the cattle arrive, this is what we do. We dose our cattle this to eliminate internal and external parasites. And yes, it's important to make sure that these parasites are out of the way, because they can interfere when your cattle are in the pen lot. Remember, your goal is to make sure that you give your steers the best chance possible for them to gain weight. You want them to gain weight, you want them to make as much as possible a lot of meat. So if they've got some parasites externally or internally, that's going to really affect their chances of gaining that weight and creating that fat that you want them to have. Because on our side, we mainly target your super grade. We do get super, and sometimes we get we can take commercials, but our target is to make sure that we get super, because we want to make money. That's why we decided to do pen fattening. So it's important that you eliminate these external and internal parasites, and also give them vitamins. We give them vitamins. Vitamins are good because they also help give them appetite. Remember, these cattle are coming from traveling, and some of them are stressed out. So you want to make sure that they are not stressed out. They're just happy, and they're ready to go and make more meat for you. Now, guys, this might appear as if it's not an important exercise, but doing all this gives them a really strong start before they enter the feedlot. You won't get any delays in for them to gain weight. There won't be any weight loss or any illnesses, because you've sorted that out. So a healthy cattle, like a human being, they eat well. So if they eat well, they also gain weight fast, because remember, you are putting them in there so they can eat as much as possible and gain as much as possible. That's how you make money. So on our side now, we get them in there, we prepare them for like I've explained, they get started, and they get on with it. So it's very, very important for us for you to actually do that if you want to succeed in this project. Yes, so one of the most important things that has worked for us over the years, it's the people that we have working for us. And this is the reason why we make the money that we make. You cannot make this amount of money if you don't have the right team on the ground. You need to make sure that you've got people that follow instructions, because this is not a walk in the park. It's something you need. People that are dedicated, people that understand your vision, people that know what they're doing, people that understand that every animal is man in motion. So people that want to really do it, and people that are invested. So make sure that you get yourself a proper team. One other thing that I've also noticed, guys, about us, Zimbabwean farmers, Guys, we don't pay our farmers, our workers well. We don't look after our workers. If you don't look after your workers, they are not going to look after your things. It's as simple as that. I cannot put it any better. You've got to pay your workers well for them to perform better. If they are unhappy, they're just going to also do things that that are not okay, and you won't see any results. So it's very important, guys. We are not physically there in Zimbabwe, but trust me, things that are being done, they are being done properly because we have a passionate and reliable team that we've built. This is one of the reasons why we make that amount of money that I mentioned. So yes, just to recap, we spoke about buying right. We spoke about inducting your animals properly. We spoke about having a proper team on the ground. Very, very important, guys, and paying your team well. So it's a series of things. It's not just one thing that we've got to look at. It's a series of things. And remember, I said I'm going to use our case as a case study. Our particular case is a case study of how we're doing it. Yes, so it's also very important to have a management system on the ground. Running a business like this from a remote place is not easy. So what we have done is we've come up with a simple system. We've got a simple WhatsApp system that we use. It's a very simple but very powerful. It's a system that they sent to us, that they use to report every single thing. So we know the amount of feed that they've used. We know what's in stock. We know how the animals are gaining weight. We know everything. So this helps us to actually eliminate any possible challenges that we might have that might hinder us from achieving what we want. So remember, we are trying to make money here. This is a business that we are doing. We are running this as a business. We are just not feeding cattle for the enjoyment of feeding cattle or for us to put it on YouTube and say this is what we are doing. We want to make money. We want to make money out of these projects. So these kind of systems, guys, trust me, they help a lot. We know exactly what we need to buy at a particular time. We know exactly what's lacking and what's working. So we always try and improve. These are simple systems that everyone else can maybe try and put in place that can assist in managing these projects, because it's not easy to manage a product from overseas or from wherever. But if you put it's a simple WhatsApp system. I'm happy to share it with you guys. For anyone who wants to know what it is, you can just drop a comment there, and I'm happy to share that system with you. Yes, so it's a very, very important system, guys, that keeps us fully accountable, and more importantly, it eliminates the risk of mismanagement of feeds, and that can actually hold back growth. So if you don't need expensive software, guys, it's just a clear routine, daily discipline that people have to follow. Train your staff, get your staff trained, and get them geared on and ready to go. Yes, so another huge part of our success, guys, the reason why we make that amount of money is we have partnered with the right people. We've had experiences previously where you try to do things alone. You can only do and achieve certain things alone. You can only achieve a certain number of things. You cannot become great if you decide to go it alone. It's not possible. So we've identified a gap, and we've said, look, let us find people that we can partner with. So we've partnered with people that come and train our people on the ground. We pay them every single month. They go and train our staff on the ground. Our people know exactly what they are doing and what's expected of them. We consult, and they tell us, experts. They tell us what to do and what not to do. And it's been working. We've had failures before of this particular project because we made wrong decisions. And this time around, we said, no, we're going to find people that are to walk with in this journey. That it's not a journey that you can walk alone. So we're getting guidance from people that understand the business, that understand the markets, and that understand the realities on the ground. When you're running these kind of things, guys, from abroad, it's very, very important. You need local partners, people that know, people that you can trust, people that know exactly how things go on the ground. Otherwise, you're going to make a lot of mistakes and you're going to lose a lot of money. So from what I've seen so far, this is the reason why we are achieving our goals, we are achieving our targeted weights, we are achieving our forecasted incomes. It's just because of these simple things that I'm talking about, these simple people that come in and help us with making the right decisions and yes, moving forward. Yes, so now I'm going to talk to you guys about the biggest secret, which is the feed. Let me say a big number of the percentage goes into feed. Listen, guys, if you're going to make money in pen fattening, you have to master your feed formulations. You've got to know what you're doing with feed. Most of your expenses, like I said, in the feedlot go into feeding. If you're buying commercial feed, you are actually handing over your profits. I'm sorry to say that, but if you're buying commercial feeds, you are handing over your profits. It's very, very difficult for you to make money if you're buying commercial feeds. So what are we doing? How are we making it? How are we doing ourselves? That's why we make our own feed. We use the mix of maize, protein sources, minerals, energy. It's something that we've tried and tested. Like I said, we've got partners that have come in and that have assisted us with help and advice, professional people that know what they are doing. So we make our own feeds and we are spending less but getting the same results that a person compared to a person that is buying commercial feeds. So I don't see any reason why we should go and buy commercial feeds, but because this is working for us. So if you want to make money in this business, you've got to make sure that your cost of feed is low. And how do you bring the cost of feed low? Make your own feeds, buy your own ingredients, make your own feed. It's very easy. Like I said, guys, I'm here to help, I'm here to inspire. If you want this formulation, comment down below. I'm happy to share it with you. I'm happy to assist whenever possible. I have paid for these things, but I'm happy to freely give it to you so you can also learn. Yes, so one other very important factor that a lot of people overlook is a place of operation. For us, we are operating all this in our rural land, in Gutu, Zimbabwe. It's ancestral land. That's where we are running our projects. So this is land that we got for free. We did not pay a single cent for it. There's so many resources there. It's a land that we're trying to make very productive, small piece of land. Over there, we get maize locally, and it's affordable. That's a massive advantage for us. Because of that, we can make high quality and low cost feed, which increase our profit margins. I'm sure if you've been following now, you can understand. If you follow all these things that I've been saying, that's why we make that amount of money a month. Yes. And it's quite straightforward, guys. This is what I mean when we say let's rural industrialize. Let's use our local resources to build scalable businesses. It's straightforward, it's easy. There's free land in the rural areas. There's the people that farm this kind of products that you're looking for. They are freely happy to bring them to you using their own transport. And all you can do is focus on production. Yes, so this is one of our secrets as well, guys. So it's clear. So just to wrap it up for you to understand, easy. This is how we're making our $10,000 that I mentioned. We buy the right cattle. We focus on early health management. We have a good, strong, committed team. We've built a very trustworthy partnerships with people, important people. We run a simple but effective daily reporting system. Very, very important. We create our own cost-effective feed. It's cost-effective, but it does the job. And we're using our rural land to its full potential. That's it, guys. This is how we are making the 10,000 that I mentioned. It's not rocket science. Simple things, simple principles. So if you're in the diaspora, if you're in Zimbabwe, you know, and you've got access to land, you know, you're passionate about what you want to do, and you've got the right support, this is something you can build. It's something you can also do, guys. It's very straightforward. It's something that is doable. Yeah, so I want to thank you so much for supporting us. We've just reached our 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, those who are subscribing, and don't forget to like. If you like this video, it will reach many people. You know, share it and continue to subscribe. Let's keep building, guys. Let's keep building. I will speak about building in the rural areas. Let's keep growing, and most importantly, guys, let's rural industrialize. Let's rural industrialize. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yes, I'm not out of content, I'm just out of content for this particular one. Yes, so see you in the next one. Cheers for now, guys.